What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, guys? It's your boy Tay, and today we're going to talk about my last day in prison. Yes, if you don't know, your boy did 8 years, 9 months in prison, and those were some long 8 years and 9 months. I'm not even going to lie. I've been home for roughly around, 5 years now, and time has flown by. Like, time has gone by super fast, and those 8 years and 9 months drug. Pretty much like the last day of prison. But before I start the story, if you're new to the channel, my name is Dante. Like I said, did a little bit of time in prison. Now I'm home. Came up with the name Prison2Profit because I try to teach people that there's better ways to make money than going to work at Burger King, pretty much, in essence. I mean, I'm not trying to knock Burger King or nothing like that, but there's better ways to make money. Earn a better hourly wage by doing it yourself, and I teach all of that on my main channel. But this, my secondary channel, I like talking about prison, telling prison stories, and pretty much whatever I feel like it because it's my channel, and that's what I do on this channel. So without further ado, we're going to talk about my last day in prison. The longest day of my life. Yes, I haven't found a day longer than that yet till this day. Yeah, the last day of prison, drug like crazy. Well, actually, let me rewind the last day before I came home, because the last day in prison, I was actually in prison and I came home in the middle of the day. But the day before was craziness, and let me tell you why. Because basically, when you're about to go home, everybody wants all your stuff. They always come to you like, hey, give me this, give me this, give me this, give me this. And luckily, I had already mapped out a plan to give who, what, when it was all said and done. I even brought home my headphones because I thought that would be some kind of memory for me to have of never ever come back to the penitentiary. And then I realized I have my ID, so I kept my ID instead, which I still have till this day. I'm not gonna get it out of my wallet because I don't feel like it, but I still, okay, I'll do it, hold on. See, right there, still have my ID till this day. The day I was released, it's all messed up because I was released years ago. But yeah, still have that ID. It's pretty much a memory of the times that I did while I was in prison. I see it all the time, so it definitely makes me remember the time I did in prison. Although you can't really forget that time anyway, so don't know why really I feel like I need something physical to remind me, but I do keep it because nobody wants to go back to prison. I'm telling you, it sucked, guys. It completely sucked. But my last day was pretty much so really chill because on your last day you have to do so much to prepare to go home. They put you through all these classes. Well, not real classes. They just say, okay, so these are the places that's open for you if you need help. This is the place where you can go get food stamps, and this is the place where you can go do this. And you pretty much learn the area that you're going home to. I was on probation when I came home because I was sentenced to 10 years, and in our state, although I did 8 years, 9 months, they make you do the rest of your time on probation. And actually, I did more time because they gave me 2 years probation, which I don't understand how that happened in the long run. Like, I was sentenced to 10 years, but I ended up doing 10 years, 6 months, if that all makes sense. But anyways, with that being said, so they set you up to figure out like exactly where you're gonna go. Do you need a homeless shelter? Where are you gonna stay? Luckily, I had a homeboy at the time who was gonna allow me to come stay with him. And that's what pretty much you have to get all that paperwork. So you have to go see your probation officer as well within like what, I think 24 hours or 3 days of you being released from prison or something crazy. I can't even remember it's been so long, but that's pretty much what happens. You go through a bunch of boring classes and you give all your stuff away to all your friends on your last day, because the morning of you get released probably anywhere between, we'll say 9 o'clock that morning and all day. So you can be there from 9 a.m. to like 5 p.m. Just depends on when they feel like calling your name. Luckily, at this point in time, I was part of the IRC, and that's when you're part of the board that who helps not run inmates, but you help be able to vote in certain things for inmates. So if there's a problem that inmates feel like we have, they come to a member of the IRC board, and then pretty much we put it in writing, we take it up to the board, and we take it up to the warden, and he sees what we want, like, hey, can we have Chinese food this month, or can we have the day rooms turned on later than normal for this duration of the March Madness, or whatever the case may be. We request stuff, and I was a part of that board. So since I was part of the IRC, I kind of knew what time your boy was going home. I figured it would be earlier than everybody else. I wasn't gonna stay there till 12 in the afternoon, but I was kind of anticipating going home, man, because like I said, the morning of, I was so excited to go home from prison the night before. Even though I'm all over the place, the night before I could not sleep at all. I'm talking about no sleep. You're about to go home from prison, and your boy may or may not have had a cell phone that night, and I was just on my cell phone all night preparing to come home. I think I was on Facebook. I may or may not have been talking to my girlfriend at the time, who may have worked at the prison, who knows. But yeah, that's what we were doing, just preparing for me coming home. Like, I was so excited. Yeah, I got no sleep at all. But the morning of waking up, you get up very, very early. I might have gotten 45 minutes of sleep that night. Wake up at like 5 o'clock in the morning, just pretty much drinking coffee, just trying to stay awake, trying to pass time as much as I can, but you really can't. You're just sitting around. They call everybody who gets released in the morning. They'll call you up front to let you know that you're, what I'm saying, are you prepared? You got all your stuff. You have to have like your mat prepared. I actually gave I think I slept on just my bare mattress that night and my coat. I think I had my coat and just my bare mattress. And you give all that stuff away. Like, I had good coats by then. I've been down for so long. I had good uniforms folded up nice and neat. You give all that stuff away. And I changed somebody else's coat, had a raggedy coat that I turned in. And so I slept in that coat the night before, woke up the next morning. It was just, I remember thinking like, wow, this is the day that I'm actually coming home. Like, this is the day that I've been waiting for. Like, you didn't believe it was going to happen, but now that it's here, it's like, oh, man, guys, you have no idea. Like, just reliving that moment, it was amazing. I think I got released like around 9 something in the morning, maybe like right before 9ish. I was pretty like, either the second name that got called, either the second or third name that got called to be released, and my homeboy was waiting for me. I even have a video. I think I've even released that video before. I'm not going to put it in this video, but just reliving that day was wild, because I didn't think it would ever happen. And I remember like saying bye to people, and like, you're gonna miss certain people, but you're so happy to be free, which is crazy, because you do make what you feel like is genuine friendships back there, and you do have good times with your boys while you're back there, but nobody wants to be stuck back there forever. Like, the goal is to come home, and the day that it happens is, man, like, I can't even explain how happy I was, besides when the commissary lady told me on my way out. I remember turning all my stuff in, like my mat, my jacket, and all that stuff. They're going through, make sure you turn in however blankets you're supposed to have, and the towels you're supposed to have, and all that good stuff. And then they go through, and she said, Mr. McKelvey, she was like, I hope you have a better work ethic than you had while you were back here, and you can't expect nothing for life for free. And she pretty much gave me a lecture about how I didn't work hard while I was locked up. But my thing was like, I work for free. When you're locked up, you're working for free. I'm not about to give you all of my energy and all of my effort for free. Like, you're not going to get the hardest working Tay for free. You'll get the bare minimum. I'm gonna do what I need to do to survive. Tay, I believe my work ethic proves itself everywhere I've ever been, for the most part. Don't get me wrong, you do have your lazy moments, but for the most part, I believe I'm a good worker. So that always stuck with me, like leaving. And that was like one of the last things I heard was like, I think you'll be back because you need to work on your work ethic and you need to do this. And it's like, you don't even know me though, lady. Like, I believe the commissary lady had just came and had only been there for maybe like 3-4 months. And I don't even know what really led her to believe that. I believe because I was coming home. Once you're about to go home, your last few months, you slack all the way off. Like, I'm about to come home. I really didn't care. I was all on the bed with my cell phone at this point in time. I was just doing what I wanted to do. I didn't care. Like, my road to coming home was right there. And there was really nothing they can do, because I was 85%. There was really nothing they can do to hold me back. Unless I did something like stupid, harming somebody else where they can add more time. But yeah. But hearing that when I left, like, it always stuck with me. Like, I didn't have a good work ethic. And even in my heart, I was like, yeah, I do. I just wasn't going to do it for you guys. I don't know. That's crazy. One of the last things I hear walking out, like, I'll be back. It's like, really, lady? But my homeboy was out there waiting for me in his truck. He even took the little video camera, hopped in his truck, and I just remember that was a good moment, man. I used to work at this print shop while I was locked up as well. Made sure we stopped by there right before I left. Wanted to drop some stuff off for them boys, some donuts and stuff like that. Wanted to bless somebody because I was trying to bless people even while I was locked up, the mind frame of a criminal. You know, criminals, we think about other people as well. So wanted to go bless those guys who were locked up, who I wouldn't be seeing for a while. I have gone back to the print shop and visited those guys since then, but you know, that was my last day in prison. My last few hours was just pretty much restless. Couldn't get no sleep because I was so excited to come home. You know, everybody's always happy about, oh, my baby's born, I'm about to get married, or they did something spectacular. They met some celebrity, which was their best day ever, you know. And there's nothing that has topped me coming home from prison, you know. Since I am expecting a child, you know, I imagine that will definitely supersede that. But at the same time, man, coming home from prison, there's nothing like it. Nothing like it, man. Nothing like it. Yeah. So, and I know sometimes we get some rude comments in the comment section from people who be like, well, you deserved it. You were supposed to be there. You shouldn't have did what you're supposed to do. Like, of course we know all this, but that does not take away the fact that when we do come home, we are officially free and it feels good no matter what we did. Because prison sucks, man. And for me personally, it changed my life. It definitely changed my life. Can't say that for everybody who goes to prison, but for me, I definitely can. So with all that being said, that was the last day for me ever in jail, prison, and I will never, ever go back. So yeah, make sure that you don't go either. And while you're not going to prison, make sure that you bless somebody today. Because I promise you I'm going to bless somebody tomorrow. At this point in time, your boy Tay, I'm out.